On the streets of Puerto Rico, there is frustration, anger, and fear as the American territory heads into uncharted waters.
Right now, we don't have like a clear path of where we're going, what is going to happen the next day. We're living day by day in the island.
Jeanette Garcia Alonso is a Puerto Rican activist who's come to New York to speak out for an island she says is often ignored by Americans. In this courthouse in San Juan, the largest ever government bankruptcy in U.S. history will play out over months, possibly years. The territory's future is now in the hands of a Congress-appointed oversight board and judge. Puerto Rico has been in recession since 2006. Previous governments made it worse by borrowing to pay the bills. Puerto Rico is now $123 billion in debt, owing a multitude of creditors from hedge fund managers to small investors. The situation has already forced the government to shut down some schools and freeze salaries.
On Puerto Rican community stateside.
The Puerto Rican diaspora in America is watching anxiously. At this conference in New York, some like Garcia Alonso worry the court will favor American banks over Puerto Rican citizens.
This judge that is appointed to Puerto Rico is a judge from New York who might, represent what Wall Street and the interests of the capital.
In the past, Puerto Rico, like U.S. states, could not seek bankruptcy protection. But the Obama administration, fearing a humanitarian crisis, passed a law last year called Promesa. Experts say it gives Puerto Rico new powers to restructure its debt and requires that all creditors are treated equally.
The reality is things are still going to be very hard for the people of Puerto Rico, but it's very likely they're going to get the debt relief they need, and it's going to be an unprecedented amount of debt relief.
Many here worry that means austerity measures like lost government pensions and the disappearance of funding for basic services and infrastructure projects. With the poverty rate already at 45%, they're concerned about the human cost of the crisis. There's also a looming health care crisis. Money for government-funded Medicaid could run out in mere months. It's estimated 10% of Puerto Rico's population has left the island in the last decade. And Puerto Ricans here say, without more help from Congress, that exodus will only get worse, further adding to the island's problems. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, New York.